Hello, welcome to SonicWALLExpert.com. My name is Sean Butt, and I'll be presenting today's training video. This video is in a series of training videos and is meant for Sonicwall Firewall owners. Well, the first thing that you want to do once you get your firewall is to be able to register it, and before that, to log in and see how it looks like. So for you to log into your Sonicwall Firewall, you can only access it through its default IP address of 192.168.168.168. But before you can access that, you have to make a small change to your computer. Before making any changes to your computer, it is advisable to know that your environment is set up like this. That is, your desktop or your laptop is connected to the LAN portion of your SonicWall Firewall, also commonly referred to as port X0, and your SonicWall Firewall is connected to its port X1 or its WAN port, WAN, to the router. And this router is provided by the ISP, and the ISP has your router is connected directly to the ISP through the cable connection or the Fios connection that they gave you. Your laptop or desktop needs to have the IP address of 192.168.168.169, and your firewall's default IP is 192.168.168.168. So the small change that you'll have to make on your computer is that you'll have to go down here into the system tray right by the time, right-click on the network icon, and go to Open Network and Sharing Center. You'll see that it gives you a basic network view of what your computer's like, what your network setup is like. Click on Change the Adapter Settings, and it will take you to your network adapter. Right-click on your network adapter, go down to Properties. And this is of key importance. You have to go down to where it says Internet Protocol version 4, TCP/IP v4. Highlight that. Make sure you don't uncheck this box. It's very important that you don't do that. Highlight the words Internet Protocol version and then click on Properties. Once you have Properties, and just for a second, ignore what I have here. I want you to put in 192.168.168.169. The subnet mask stays the way it is. The default gateway does not need to exist, so we're just going to remove it. And the preferred DNS server can be removed as well. And same thing with the alternate DNS server. We just leave 8888 inside because it is Google's DNS server. Once you complete this, just hit OK. In our instance, we won't hit OK because we already have all the right settings, but you will hit OK with this IP address, this subnet mask, and no default gateway, and then just hit OK. Hit OK again here, close this window, and then get back to your screen. All right, we're back on our firewall default page, and as we can see that we still have to register this firewall. And in order for us to register the firewall needs to be able to make contact with SonicWall's authentication servers. And for us to do that, we have to go down into the network interfaces and click here, or you could simply go down to network, click here, go down to where it says WAN or X1, click configure. If you have a static IP address from your ISP or from, for example, Cablevision or Verizon or Comcast or Roadrunner, whatever broadband provider is providing you with internet connection, they will either give you a static IP, so you can put those IP address information here, or they might give you a dynamic IP, in which instance you'll just choose DHCP and just leave everything else the way it is. And if it's dynamic, you'll have to maybe click on renew one time or wait for a few seconds, and hopefully within a couple of seconds you will see that your WAN IP gets changed to something that the router is providing. There you go. So we just got this. Again, this is a different setup for us in-house, but we wanted to give you an idea of how you will be able to get a dynamic IP on your firewall. All right, you want to hit accept, and then you want to go back to your system page and click on register, or you could simply click on register here. Interesting. All right, so let's go into time. Oops, I'm on the East Coast, so I'm just going to go down to the Eastern time. It is today's date. The time, let's see if we hit accept, if it's able to synchronize. Yes, it is 12:26:44. That is the right time. Let's go back to register one more time. And it says that for us to do that, we have to log on using our HTTPS session, right? Which most of us don't do. Yeah, we're going to go here, up, type in HTTPS. When it says that, hit proceed anyway. And we should now be back to our registration page. Now, they're going to ask us for a username and password, or email and password. And logging on to my SonicWall is a different session, but we're just going to log on with something that we know works. Notice this, because sometimes it'll seem that the page isn't moving, but it is. It's trying to authenticate itself. Give it a couple of seconds, and our username is Zapphire. And it says, thank you for registering this product. Registration completed successfully. There you go. We have now registered our firewall successfully. And now, once it registers back, it'll tell us what is the warranty on the hardware and the software. Gives us about a year's time on the hardware and about a couple of months. Today is June the 23rd, 2014. So this is telling us that the software and firmware updates will expire in about 3 months' time, about 90 days. So we have now actively, see it says here, unlimited nodes. We've now actively registered our firewall, and this firewall is good to go. I hope that this training session was helpful. And please review other videos and provide us with your feedback on how to improve this. Thank you for watching SonicWALLExpert.com.